Welcome to the finals of Indie Mayhem, the culmination of an entire season's worth of competition. An exciting moment, to be sure.
It is, Ron.
I'm Lahr, one of your hosts.
I'm RJ Burchett, one of your hosts.
That's great. Hey, before we get started, I just want to wish all of our finalists the best of luck.
All of them?
Yeah, all three.
They can't all have the best of luck.
They can all have the best of their own each individual luck.
Oh, fair enough.
Like for David,
Fair
maybe
enough.
that's a tiny bit of luck because he's so tired. You know,
Right.
but I did want to say it's been a pleasure watching all of you compete, and I've particularly enjoyed harassing and insulting you all.
Yes, that has been wonderful.
Thank you very much for coming back for more. So let's move on, and please introduce yourselves. Tell us what you write, and if any of your books are any good.
I have a new book coming out. I guess technically it'll be the week this airs, and it is my first omnibus featuring Releasing Her Power Within and the rest of the Face Shifter series. I'm a fantasy, romance, paranormal kind of mixed genre author with too many irons in the fire, but I'm also a caffeine addict and I'm here to hang out.
And are any of your books any good?
I hope so. I mean, smut all the way.
Delicious. Charity?
Hi, I'm Charity Ayers. I write fantasy, paranormal fantasy, urban fantasy, sci-fi, mystery, romance, pretty much everything. Anything that anyone will let me write at any given time, I'm all for. My books are phenomenal. Everyone should own multiple copies of them because they're just that good. I'm on every possible social media platform, and I'm with Three Ravens Publishing.
Thank you.
I bet Madeline wishes her books were as good as Charity's.
Absolutely.
Seem to be. David.
Hello, I'm David Green. I'm my shadow behind me as well on this very grey wall. It's like my prison cell that I'm in. I'm in Galway, in a prison in Galway, and I write epic fantasy, which is this one in Sergeant Shadow, and the sequel is out. Maybe it's out when this is come out. I don't know, but it's out soon. Called Path of War, and I do urban fantasy as well, a series called Hell in Haven, and the next two books that will be out this year at some point. And I feel like I've been on this show almost as much as Ron and RJ have at this point.
Let's start, as we always do, with creator trivia. I've already told you all how much I love Spam and Velveeta. Tonight, I'm sharing the final part of the processed foods from my childhood that I still love, trifecta, Miracle Whip.
Oh.
So this is a three-part question.
Trifecta.
One, fill in the blank. A sandwich just isn't a sandwich without the blank blank of Miracle Whip salad dressing.
Maddie, were you holding up a book? Or
Nope,
just...
that was it. I'm letting it go.
Charity.
The disgusting oil slick of Miracle Whip.
I don't think that was the
She
answer
doesn't,
he was
she doesn't
looking
get
for.
the spirit of my feelings about Miracle Whip. All right. David.
I hate whipped cream, so the creeping fear of Miracle Whip.
Miracle Whip is a mayonnaise.
Substitute.
Like,
Well, I'm not American. I don't know what any of these foods are that you're talking about.
don't you do any research? Your books take place in Portland, Oregon.
Yeah, but he has the same feelings as I do about anything with whip.
Get our intern to send David Green a case of Miracle Whip.
All right.
Was there anybody else that had
Yeah,
any?
I got one. The
Oh,
sweet jizz of Miracle Whip.
Oh.
So
The
what?
sweet jizz.
Ah,
You know, like
All right, point for everybody.
It was
Those
better.
are all awful.
Those are all okay.
Yeah. All right.
Three.
Here's a chance for you to redeem yourself. Part 2 of 3 is, what is the miracle of Miracle Whip? Madeline.
not knowing what it is.
Right.
That is Charity.
That anyone actually eats it?
No, you mean, cruel, alone woman. All right. David.
Starting to be clear now. Why isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. Before she seemed so nice. Then in the finals.
Yeah. Apparently, the miracle of it is the jizz, I'm told. By Madeline.
All right. I'm only giving Madeline.
All right.
All right, and then
And the third part, it's better
All
be
right.
good.
all right, the actual thing is a sandwich just isn't a sandwich without the tangy zest of Miracle Whip salad dressing.
See, I think
Well-
they had it right.
What do you guys think would be a better slogan for Miracle Whip? Madeline.
The jizz for my food.
So painful.
Yeah.
You know, I have a bunch of Miracle Whip at my house right now. We
It's
made
supposed to be real
salad
mayo,
sandwiches
though.
with half mayo and half Miracle Whip this very day. And it was a delight. David.
Is it homemade Miracle Whip?
You can't make it at home. It has to be made in a factory. You can't buy these chemicals over
Yeah.
the shelf.
Some of the stuff I don't think is legal. Street legal. All right. I give up on this. No more points for anybody.
On that note, I'm going to go with this one. Ron and I are writing a spec script for a new TV buddy cop drama. It's called Hangry and Tarred. Hangry is always too busy to eat, and then he gets crabby. That's his primary character trait. Tarred eats all the time, but he has insomnia, and he's developmentally disabled, and he's also a pothead. What's our 10-second elevator pitch for this show?
In the interest of public decency, all answers have been removed.
I'm writing my autobiography titled A Smart, Attractive, Humble Man's Journey to Greatness. I want to be polite and mention RJ, but not so much that it takes anything away from me. How can I mention him with a subtle dig that will insult him just enough to keep all of the attention on myself? Easy.
You have a lot to work
All right.
with here.
So, I really thought all of you would have like at least a half a dozen insults about RJ
All right, Maddie.
in your pocket.
You got something.
The Secret Life of Ron and RJ.
Nope. All right. Didn't.
All right.
I have one.
Wait, David's got one.
You could intentionally call him by the wrong first name every single time you mention him, which is a superb insult.
That is nice. Subtle.
And everyone else does it as well because no one can remember his first name.
Listen, Greg. It's your question now. Thank you. Point for David, though.
All right. Well, good. People, especially women people, like to say that babies smell wonderful. What product can we create that smells like babies?
David.
Miracle Whip, I guess. I don't know what it is.
You know, he's kidding, but that would work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
that was-
baby flavored Miracle Whip.
Oh, baby flavored edit. We should just
I
start
like
a business selling baby flavored everything.
Yeah, chocolate
Baby.
bar, bath soap.
Velveeta.
Yeah. Now is the time where we get to know the contestants a little better via me telling you about them. A brief history of why we do it this way. Originally, we would ask the contestants a few questions and request that they keep their responses brief. They were spectacularly unable to do so. And the answers they gave were usually not very funny. So as a part of our continuous improvement efforts, now we do this. So here we go. Madeline Dale, author in multiple genres, including naughty stuff, wife, mother, host of the Indie Mayhem after show, Talking Indie Mayhem, was the winner of the first ever episode of Indie Mayhem, the original Indie Mayhem champ. David Green, foreigner. Charity Ayers.
Multiple foreigner.
Charity Ayers, writer, teacher, sad, lonely, single person. A stark warning to young people of all genders about what not to do. I think that's enough. Let's move on to Now Comes the Mayhem. Wait. Let's move on. Let's move on now. Let's move. Go ahead.
Let's
Just
move on.
Stupid cocaine.
Under what circumstances is it socially appropriate to eat another person?
David.
Whenever they ask, obviously. Depends on what room in the house you're in.
I mean,
And if you have company.
he really turned that around on you.
He did. He did.
That
I think.
deserves a point.
I think deserves a point.
Yeah,
We'll
it's odd you
We'll
didn't,
let the other two off on that question.
it's odd you didn't see that coming. So
Yeah.
they say that if you drink rum before 10 a.m., it makes you a pirate, not an alcoholic. What does drinking tequila before 10 a.m. make you?
David?
Okay.
Mexican.
Okay. And I want to hear the other two, man.
Yeah, Maddie.
I was gonna say it makes your clothes fall off.
Oh, wow.
After show.
After
That's
show,
what I'm thinking.
definitely. And Charity?
Charity.
I was just gonna say really happy.
Oh, that's nice. Boring, but nice.
Who gets a...
Whew. I would say Maddie.
All right.
Yeah, just Maddie.
You guys do know that is a country song, right?
Nope.
Okay.
No,
I
we
was
don't
like, that's what that is.
We don't listen to Gutter. I just thought it was you.
Nope.
if
we thought you were
Madeline,
leading with
if
nakedness
Madeline
this
ever
time.
has a drink of tequila before 10 a.m., her clothes fall. So
I don't remember what happens when I have tequila that early.
So that could be it then.
So-
Yeah, could be.
All right.
As far as she knows.
Yeah.
How would you milk a cow with your hands tied behind your back?
David.
With your feet, obviously. Get your mind out of the gutter.
I was so worried.
Mine
I
was.
was so worried.
Mine was total. It always is in the gut, especially with all Maddie's slut answers.
Yeah.
No offense.
Yeah.
No offense to any sluts watching the show. That's a compliment.
If you woke up naked, I guess this is for you, Maddie. If you woke up naked in the park in a foreign country where you do not speak the language, how would you get home?
You hitchhike
David.
nakedly. Oh, sorry, David.
I'd ask Madeline Dale for a lift because I presume she would be next to me.
All right.
That makes
Charity?
sense.
Well, whose home are you trying to get to?
No, your home.
Oh, okay. Because if you're asking for a lift, you're not going to be guaranteed to get to your home, but he might get to somebody's home.
I'd get a lot closer than the middle of nowhere. I
That's
presume.
true.
Madeline.
You hitchhike naked and make sure Charity and David go with you.
Posse of naked people.
I'm not giving each a point for that because.
We're in this together.
So I apologize in advance if this question is making an assumption that it shouldn't.
Oh, God.
When did you decide to become heterosexual? What was that decision-making process like?
David.
The moment I decided to become heterosexual was with the first time that I saw Ron Lahr and RJ Burchett sat next to each other.
That's for me.
Yes, a lot of people have reported that.
Although
I
it
bet the
looked
ladies are
like,
going to say the same thing.
Same thing.
Oh, all right. We got no answers. All right then, Ron.
Everybody hates poor people for various reasons. What is your main reason for hating the poor? Charity.
Because they can't buy my books.
Damn them. Damn them all.
She really turned that around.
Yeah.
On me.
Yeah.
David.
It's because I'm one of them and I hate myself.
Plausible.
It
Very
does.
frighteningly plausible.
Yeah, considering how much gray is in that little square he's in, it does seem like it. Funny.
Yeah.
Couldn't afford a color for his shirt or his wall.
He's trying to blend in.
Yeah. Madeline.
Because they don't pay me enough for my books.
Correct answer was they smell.
No?
But I'll give everybody a point anyway,
All right.
just to end this.
Let's end it. Fair enough. If you had to move suddenly to hide your shame, where would you go and from what shame would you be running? No.
Wow.
She did it very quickly.
All right. You two have a chance to close the gap now.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just say Madeline obviously just did it very quickly. She was ashamed and just turned off her internet. And that
There
was the
it
way
goes.
to do it.
That was really weird. I don't know what just happened.
I don't know. But I want to say, one, that the secret rules were initiated, and two, Did you guys remember that during the show I said to please stay in frame? So David is going to get a point for staying in frame.
All right.
But
Charity
let's see
kind
here.
of leaned
See,
in.
I left to
Madeline
go
just-
find where Maddie went.
connection.
That's all that
connection
was.
free
I
with
was
our
trying to
other
get Maddie
videos.
back.
I'm sorry.
Maddie went
I was
underneath
trying to leave to go get Maddie back. I was trying
Oh,
to
that's
help.
very nice.
So Maddie just appeared in your house somehow. How did she do that?
So,
I'm magic, guys.
Wow.
do you guys mind if we do the show? Okay. So the secret rules were initiated. Connection freeze or other video issues. Maddie actually gets 1 point for that.
Oh, lucky you.
Yeah. Congratulations.
All right.
What,
I had a question there. What was the question?
I don't know. You insist on throwing them around, so now I don't know.
It's part of my process.
Part of his charm.
You got
If you
excited that I disappeared.
Oh, that's right. Shame.
If you had to flee suddenly to hide your shame, where would you go, and from what shame would you be fleeing?
I feel like Madeline already answered. You know, like she already gets a point.
We did make
She-
up some pretty good shameful
Fled.
things about
So
her
I mean,
while she was
immediately
gone.
she fled.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
She was just ashamed for being on here, really. That's what it was. And it was the
Yeah.
quickest way out.
All right. Which is worse, bad writing or jaywalking? David.
I feel jaywalking because there's too many people that do bad writing anyway.
Yeah, we can't arrest everybody.
Exactly.
Charity?
Bad writing while jaywalking.
Now, that does sound like something young people would do.
Yeah. They're texting and badly. Badly. Whoa.
Guilty.
All right. Who'd you give points to for that?
Oh, I don't know.
All right. Your turn.
If you woke up naked in the park in a foreign country where you do not speak the language, how would you assassinate the Pope? Madeline?
Naked with a machete.
That would be memorable. That would be one for the history books.
That would be the best assassination ever.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy naked lady with a gun.
David.
If I was still an altar boy, I would presume that he was the one who had kidnapped me and made me naked. So I would just turn around and bludgeon him to death with my book that I had in my hand.
That was an awesome dramatic pause, though.
Yeah. That
The
was.
anticipation was delightful.
It was.
That's what he said as well.
Personally, I want to know where they're both storing their weapons if they're naked. That's the only question I have here.
Now, Charity, you can't ask a naked man where he's storing his weapon. You'll see it.
You don't need to, man. I mean, a woman, there's a choice. But
It's considered
men,
rude.
yeah. All right.
Well, on that note,
Did you get points out? Are we done?
yeah.
All right. Adultery is supposed to be bad, but the people I know who've done it say it feels great. Why do you think that is? What's the disconnect? Sorry. David.
It's just the forbidden fruit, isn't it?
Oh,
That's what was in the Garden of Eden. It was adultery all the time.
All right.
see.
All right. Anybody else? No. Point for David.
And his knowledge of fruit.
Yeah. And
It was a quince. It was a quince, not an apple as well. That's all, just so you know.
Oh, I see.
Quince is adultery. That's where it is, yeah.
The Supreme Court has been getting a lot of press lately for their conservative decisions, such as recently overturning Roe versus Wade. What do you think their next big decision will be? And remember, I'm not asking for what you really think. I want you to say something funny. Like, are any of you old enough to have watched Hollywood Squares when Paul Lynde was on it? That's what I'm thinking. If not, take like half an hour, go Google that, or you know, better yet, go to YouTube, watch some stuff with Paul Lynde, come back, then be hilarious.
All right, David.
I think they're just going to overturn the right to be a woman in general. They're just going to be like, there are just men and then everything else. And that is the way it's going to be.
Men and other.
Men and other, yes.
Or human and other.
Human and other. Well, this is.
Charity.
I asked for funny stuff, but now I'm like, hey.
I can get on board with this. Yeah.
Charity?
They're going to ban pickle tickling.
Pickled.
Sounded dirty.
Ah,
I like it.
Madeline?
They're going to ban the choice of getting to pick names and change names.
Here's what I heard. They're going to ban jabbity 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 jab. What did she actually say?
She said the ability to pick names and change names.
How are you not hearing me today, Ron? What is going on?
I don't know. I'm real old.
It's the Coke ears.
I mean, I'm not as old as RJ, but I'm old, you know.
It's true.
And apparently my ears just are garbage.
I'll tell you what, I'm learning so much new things tonight. So many new terms and people and concepts.
And apparently, since the show can't be funny, maybe that should be our new goal. There we go.
Just bring me on and teach me Americanisms. I'll be like, oh, that sounds really weird and disgusting. And why does anyone do that?
I
And
think
that's the name of the
perfect
show right
summation
there.
of
That
America.
sounds really weird.
Where is the speaker at closest to you? Are you close to the speaker? Maybe RJ needs to give you space next to the speaker.
I don't know.
It's the acoustics from RJ's hat. It's like causing like some kind of like,
Oh yeah, it's forming like a cone, so the sound goes in and
Right.
gets to RJ, but it totally goes past Ron.
These
Yes.
are not the ears.
Yes.
On that note, moving on, Ron.
Tell us how you. Okay, sorry. Tell us how you met your current spouse in 5 words or less. Unless you are all alone right now, in which case, please just sit there and think about your life choices.
Madeline.
He was my boss.
Oh
my gosh.
True story.
True and hilarious. Nice.
God, he's going to hate me for sharing that.
You can tell that Charity is thinking about her life choices because she looked at you. Just angry.
Did he threaten to fire you?
Negative.
Okay.
Ugh, did you get?
I made the first move. So.
Yeah. Did you get a raise at least?
oh, RJ.
Junior high all over again.
Yeah.
That was great. David Green.
Okay, 5 words exactly. Designated driver, she was drunk.
Ooh.
Nice. Awful.
Yeah. So you took advantage of.
No, she also made the first move, actually. I was just minding my
Take
own
advantage
business.
of him.
As a drunk person, that yeah.
All right.
You know what drunk people are like? You don't know what they're going to do. You just have to like kind of
Like you do normally.
Yeah, and you got to make sure they're next to a window in case they throw up.
you just have to agree with them.
All right. This is my last question for this zone.
Oh,
Wait,
no.
did I just ask one, or was that yours? It's all a blur now.
I just asked it because it was really about Charity not being married. That was the,
Oh, I
that was the whole
see.
point
Yeah,
of it.
it was Ron. It was all Ron.
This is the Velveeta payback.
Half of my questions, have been payback for Velveeta.
It's okay because we're all going to be on the Talking Indie Mayhem show, guys.
Yeah, and to be fair, Ron, you've been married enough times for charity anyway, so
True.
I'm like an expert at marriage.
right.
You even wrote a book about it.
I did. That's true. Now I'm like a
You're a
professional
guru, a marriage guru.
marriage expert.
Yeah.
Now that we're done with Now Comes the Mayhem, it's time for the best part of the show. Hearing from our final sponsor,
The most important sponsor.
us.
Are you an idiot?
If not, how come you haven't already purchased the hilarious new science fiction novel, You Get What You Steal, available on Amazon?
If you are, I guess we have our answer. But if you act now, we have a special Idiots edition that includes no special features, but costs 5 times as much.
And if you shave your back before ordering and provide video proof, you'll receive a free invisible bookmark.
Either way, get your copy of You Get What You Steal today.
Remember, You Get What You Steal isn't just for non-idiots. Full-blown idiots enjoy it too. Sometimes even more.
And we're back. That was quite moving.
It was. Do
Let-
what they said.
Let's pause a moment to give all our viewers a chance to buy You Get What You Steal, available on Amazon. Because I cannot imagine a single person in the entire world who could resist that commercial. Okay. That's enough of all these shenanigans.
Do you want to do the Sherry thingy?
Oh, that's a great idea. Thank you.
I was gonna do it earlier, but I didn't want you to give me that weird look like Joe did the other day.
Just random
right.
words on the screen.
Please like this show and subscribe to the GoIndieNow network.
And then did
Thank you.
Display the little lightning round?
We haven't gotten to that yet.
Aren't we?
I thought we were.
Yeah. Hold on. You guys relax. I know you're excited. It has all come down to this, the lightning round. The final segment of the season. Your last chance to become the first ever Indie Mayhem champion. There will be other champions, but they will never be the first. Hey, RJ.
Yes, Ron?
How's the scoreboard looking?
David is ahead. Charity is next, and then Madeline. I want her to propose a solution that would end racism on the planet. The speaker said, "We just need all of the old white men to die." Can anyone put their finger on the theoretical flaw in this argument? Madeline?
You guys would be dead.
It's true.
And I'm not saying you're racist, but like
He makes a great point.
The correct answer is that any anti-racist suggestion that includes genocide or pseudo-genocide should probably be set off to the
I mean,
side.
they did overturn Roe versus Wade.
True. True.
All right.
You guys can totally cut that out too. So,
Monkey see, monkey do. But what if the monkey is blind? Madeline?
monkey here, monkey do.
You heard that?
Yeah. Yeah, it's an answer, so I'll give it a point.
It looked like now she's just doing it to fuck with me. She's like,
Yes.
here's my answer from way up here. You know, like. What would you change about your spouse's clothes or style sense? Charity, this question isn't for you. Just sit quietly for a few moments. I love me. Who raised their book first? I was too engrossed in my own enjoyment of my question.
I was too.
It was David.
David.
I actually feel this question was for me because you have some kind of everything would be the answer, obviously.
Well,
I hope I get to meet her one day.
I haven't met your spouse, but
I know. I hope I get to.
She's on the way over to you right now. Actually, she's got a lot of mean things to say about you, Ron.
Sounded very threatening. Yeah.
and she's
Tell her I
poorly,
have goats and chickens.
and she's poorly dressed, so
Yeah.
watch out.
I'll be able to pick her out. What is your favorite drug? David.
Crystal meth.
Point. All right. That was all my questions. So wait, back to the script now. Oh, so who won?
David is still in the lead.
It felt like he extended his lead during the lightning
He
round.
did. He was very fast
He's-
with that, getting the book up.
Yeah, that crystal meth
David.
really speeds him up.
Apparently, crystal meth is the secret to success.
I'm going to add that to the training for next season.
It worked well for the Nazis.
It's what it also says in the acknowledgements of all my books.
Oh, nice. All right. Well, congratulations to David Green. From loser to winner, then super winner, now champion.
Mhm.
You know, so congratulations. A roller coaster
Cheers,
ride of
David.
emotion.
Thank you very much. I have nothing. I have this little candle top to lift up and say thank you.
Yeah. Hey everyone, Madeline Dell here. I want to thank you for watching Indie Mayhem tonight. Hop on over to Talking Indie Mayhem with me and all of the contestants from tonight. We're going to break down tonight's show and maybe poke fun at Ron and RJ.
Well, I want to thank all of tonight's contestants and also all of the other contestants for the entire season. Please buy all of their books. And thanks to our sponsors, including us. Of course, buy all our books. And in conclusion, remember,
It's always time to go indie now.
Bum, 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 bum.